Oh, I'm not worried about it. We're live, but I don't know why. What? I don't know. Why is it not letting us? Oh, is this thing got to be up?
Oh, yeah, pop it.
I was like,
Sorry.
something is not right. Hello, hello, hello. Are we live? We've got one person watching. Hello, hello, hello. Anybody out there? And I wish we could show them. Look at that. We can.
It's at the back side for this one. You definitely don't want to see the underside. I'll probably have to paint this one since I didn't. Beth and I have out-woolered it all over the town and back. It was not our friend that day.
It was a little tough. I want to show them. Y'all look what Stephanie did. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Geraldine. Hi, Cheryl. Hello, Jana. Hello, hello. Guys, look at the dresser Stephanie did. Is that not
staging wall?
I'm trying to get my finger to go there. There. Isn't it gorgeous? Hi, Brookie. Hi, Patsy. Hello, Facebook user. You'll have to tell us who you are. Hello, hello, hello. I was notified. Whoop, whoop. Good.
Notified.
Sometimes Facebook is just a
wonky.
I tell you what, Facebook is driving me over the edge, and it's no short trip. Let me just tell you.
Yeah,
hi, Allison. I am not 100% at all. Poor Stephanie. I hope I don't get her sick. She had her flu shot, so she feels safe. Hi, Melissa. Hello, hello. Hi, Designer Roadkill. Hi, Beth and Stephanie. The dresser is beautiful. It is gorgeous. She did
a staging area.
And she made that whole staging area. She did the floor. It's really impressive. Of course, she is quite handy. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I'm okay. Hi, Judy. Hi, Teresa. Hello, hello. This is
it's a 6-sheeter.
So what you're seeing over here that she did, this right here, is a 6-sheet transfer. 6 sheets.
Oh,
6
Lord.
That you have to sit and transfer with the.
I had to do it in 2 days.
Not today, Satan. Not today for me. She's a beast. There ain't no way.
I did 4 today.
Hi, Megan. I know it's beautiful. Yes, I actually got my notifications today. Whoop whoop. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Sandy. I'm not that great, but I'm okay. Can I see the dresser? Sure. It's right there. Do you see it? It's right there. Oh, you see it. Hi, Beth. Hope you're feeling better. Thank you, Patsy. Hello, Beth. Hope you're feeling better today. Not so much, guys. This is knocked my butt for a loop.
Did you still do your lives?
Oh, girl. I said hello, and then I had somebody cover for me.
Oh.
And then last night I did go live. So 2 nights in a row. What? Was last night my first night or the second night? I think it was my second night. I'm going shorter. I'm not doing full on. I'm doing about an hour, maybe hour and a half. I'm not doing full on. I love the transfer. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for sprinkling and spreading this out. Guys, we are going to show you some resining. Not that we don't resin. I know y'all know how to resin. Y'all have watched a lot of resin. But we are going to resin. Hi, Sue. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Blanca. Hello, hello. We are going to resin these tables. I have never, done tables. I've just done, resin trays and things. So we are going to do some furniture resining, which is a little different in the respect. Isn't that pretty? And look at how pretty this came out, guys. Look at that table. It honestly looks like the earth in this. It looks blue, but it's purple.
And I normally wouldn't take my table off, you guys, but I'm not going to stay here till midnight wiping the edge with a popsicle stick. So I'm going to see if this will work. If it doesn't, I'll have to sand off what goes on the underneath side, which Stephanie doesn't like the sand. So hopefully it works. But if you guys have not I use press and seal and blue tape for so much stuff.
This is a great hat, guys. Press and seal. We use press and seal to wrap the table at the bottom so that the resin will just drip off of it. Hi, Michelle. Oh, thank you. It kicked me too with when I had it. It kicked your butt too. Oh, hi now.
Was it COVID?
Hello, Geraldine. No, I tested for COVID. I'm negative for COVID. Good evening from the UK. Hello, Sarah. Hello, hello. So we are resining. We did already pour these tables last week. So this week we're going to do resin pour over the tables. We have not done that. We have done resin in trays and resin in a million different things, but we've never, ever, never, ever done furniture with a crafty edge. That's not really my thing. So, anywho, we are. Hello, hello. Hi, Deborah. We are going to resin these, and I will tell you that Stephanie does use different resin than I have used. She uses resin that's called Stone Coat. Stone Coat resin. I'm going to bring it over and show you guys.
It's for like if you're going to do your countertops.
It's countertop resin.
No, I use art resin too. Art resin it's right over here in that bucket.
Here's the deal, though. Stone, which alludes to the fact that this is a harder.
It's hard.
It forms harder than the other stuff. If you're going to use a table or a countertop, something that could get scratched, something that could get something on it, that is a better. That's the kind you want to use instead of art resin is for paint pictures and trays and that kind of thing.
I used to always use it for my tables, but
really,
it does. They can.
It makes a difference.
It does make a difference.
Well, I didn't know resin could break, and I had a tray that I shipped, and it broke.
Really?
Yeah. Hi, Tiffany. I enjoy watching your videos. Thank you so much. Hello, hello. Hi, Karen. Hi, Sissy. Guys, make sure you're following all our pages. We're trying to hit 20K. I want to show y'all while Stephanie's doing that, this gorgeous dresser that she just did. I'm trying to talk her into crystal handles. That's what it needs. It's crystal handles. I'm hoping that I've convinced her.
Hobby Lobby sell them?
They do. They do. I don't know if they're 50% off this week or next.
Oh, they're not this week.
Do you mix plaster
next week
with the stone resin to the countertop? Do you mix plaster paint with the stone resin to paint countertops? No, you want to do those in two separate processes, right?
I've done it where I've added the paint to my resin and then resin, but you get a better look if you do your paint, let it dry, and then put your resin on top.
Well, to me, it gives you more flexibility if you decide you want to change something or add something.
Exactly.
Once you have to be really committed with resin. When you commit, you're committed. I mean, like it doesn't matter. Once you go in, you're done, right?
Yeah.
It's all over but the crying.
Yeah. The only way to get it off is you can sand down. Like if you get bubbles or something like that, you can sand it down to get the bubbles out and then pour again. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I was just trying to make sure that's really stuck on the bottom.
So she's trying to keep that from actually touching the back of that table. She doesn't want to have to go in and do a lot of extra work, and we're going to just resin and make this is going to probably be a pretty quick. Once we get it going, we're not going to be sticking around because I don't really feel up to it, and she doesn't want to be here all night either.
But again, otherwise, I would do my resining on a table in the morning, and then all I do is just take a popsicle stick and run it around the edge of the table, right? And then that keeps the resin from collecting on the bottom.
Drips.
And that's my favorite way to do it. But again, it's late, or it's getting late, and got kids at home, so.
What is the where do you buy that resin?
I got online.
Online, Amazon, or
I think they do sell it.
She said
I bought directly from the company.
She
but
buys
yeah.
from the company.
But I'm pretty sure Amazon did sell it. But again, I've never tried this with the table, and you know what? It might be easier than scraping it all day long, so we'll see. But I'm telling you, I use that press and seal for. Oh, I know what I did. It was a dresser, and the top was going to be a different color. It was going to be dark, and the bottoms were light. So I painted the ivory lace, and then I put that with a piece of blue tape around the edge. So when I started painting the fireside on the top, I didn't slap fireside onto my ivory lace because I'm the worst at that. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And then it makes me mad because then I got to do it again or touch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in that other room. That's a customer's. Did you see them?
Let me go look.
They're really pretty. They're for a customer.
I mean, she doesn't do anything that's
it's
not
for a baby's room.
Oh, that's pretty.
Ivory lace and fire. They brought it. Dropped it off. I gotta stage them tomorrow, and then
Is it a baby girl?
yeah.
Did you add the roses?
The roses.
That are up at the top. Is that just part of the?
It's just part of it.
Oh, it's pretty. I wish I could take y'all in there, but I can't. So y'all have to trust me. It's really gorgeous. Facebook is getting worse every day.
Yeah.
Beth, what are you working on today? We are going to resin this tops of this. Hello, Anne. Do you mix the plaster paint? So stone resin is pretty much like a top coat, right?
Yeah.
It's a little more than a top coat, I would say.
Resin is almost like
It's its own surface.
liquid glass. I guess that's probably the easiest way to.
Yeah, it looks like glass.
So when you're done and you've done your resin, it looks like glass. I mean, literally, it looks like glass.
So we will for sure. Y'all will see the effects of it next week.
Yeah. Oh, and I got. Let me show you the legs I got for this. Let's flip it over. I want to make it wonky so it doesn't. I think if we do it, you know what I mean, so it can drip without
Too
gathering.
much.
Like, oh, take that blankie back off. I just didn't want to scratch it up. You know what I mean? I just
You
wanted
want
to
it
make
to-
sure it would.
The less it.
But
touches.
so this is a table I cut in half. I use them sometimes for shows.
This makes it.
And then I got just some pin, what are they called? Hairpin legs for it. So it'll be super cute when it's done.
And where do you get those?
I got
Hardware
these
store.
at, you can get them on Amazon or Lowe's or Home Depot.
So your dad will just attach it, or you
Oh, yeah,
will.
I'll just do it. And then I'll just attach them like, oh, they go this way. Like there.
And there you go. 3 of them. It's like a triangle, so she only needs 3.
Nice.
So do you see how good that's going to be? So we're going to show y'all. We're going to learn together.
Learn together.
Hello, Carol. Hi, Nancy.
Okay, this is messy.
Okay, I'm going to take my shoes off again just in case.
Oh, shoot. You better leave your shoes on. You don't want resin on the bottom of your feet.
I would rather have resin on my feet than on my shoes. I got my favorite flip flops on. Hi, Rhonda.
No. She's like, I got
How
my
are you?
favorites.
How are you feeling, sweetie? Aunt? Just okay.
The biggest question I always get is how much resin, right? So
And we all know I'm not good at judging that.
Art Resin has a calculator, and I meant to do that before.
Wow,
and
really?
I did not. It's called, you just type in your Google search, Art Resin calculator, and it will help you calculate what you need.
Who knew?
Love it.
It has a calculator. Art Resin has a calculator.
So you're going to do your link.
OMG.
So it's 28
What?
by 14. So.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
tables are a little weird because they're round and they're like I would normally say it'd be a full table. But on this one, I'm just going to say it's 24, but I'm not going to say by 24 because that's going to be way too much. So I'm going to probably say the depth of it is 24. Let me see. I bet you the length is 44 or 30. Yeah, 44. So 24 by 44. I'm going to see what that tells me, but I probably won't mix that much because it's only half of a table. And it doesn't know how to do that, but I just Google it. I'm going to do Art Resin calculator.
That is the coolest thing ever. There is a calculator for Art Resin. Who knew?
And you can use it for any resin.
Nancy Lewis.
Does she know?
No, I drive her nuts because she's very mathematical. She likes to measure, that she likes numbers. I do not.
See?
So she's like, oh my God, she measures. They're not used to that. I do not measure.
But
You're
Art
going
Resin
live later, Beth,
is
if you need a
all
little
one
rest
word,
before you go
too.
live. Yes, I am going to go live, but I am going to go rest before I go live. Hi,
Art-
Cindy.
But Art Resin is all one word. So like art and resin, it's all one word.
This is,
And then it's just in their drop down.
This is the one
just
that has
says
the calculator.
And it just wants your length and your width. So on this one, it's, what was it? It was 28 by 14. So I'm going to put 28 by 14. Calculate. So it's telling me in gallons, it needs 14 ounces. And that represents 50% hardener and 50% resin, right?
So it needs 14 ounces to do this
Amount
table.
shown represents 50% and 50 grams. Right. So it needs 14 ounces of each. So 28 ounces, right? And then mine.
It really needs that much resin?
Maybe I'm reading that wrong.
Because this is
Shown represents, oh no, just 14 ounces. I'm sorry. You don't double it. Just 14 ounces for this.
so this is 8 ounces.
But it's
4 and 4.
Yeah.
So it's 8.
So
That should do that whole table.
I mean, it's gonna get close. I mean, you know what I mean. It's just saying 14, but did I measure it right? 28 by 14.
Is this what you're using for this one?
Oh, I got the other open.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's 28 by 14. But again, it doesn't know. It gets you close.
Right. It's just a good estimate.
Yeah. Let me see the other one. 20, and you got to remember it self levels and it runs off onto the floor. So
Yes.
you lose a bunch of it.
You lose about, you waste. You have waste. I posted the arson link on Amazon. Thank you. I'm going to drive, but hello, everyone. Love you. You're getting so big open with the commercial. Hi, getting so big open with the commercial.
That's funny.
Hello. A commercial. Don't I normally have videos? I think it's not everybody gets them though. It's weird. Some people have to watch the videos and some people don't. But please watch the videos. That's how I get paid. That's how I make my living, peeps.
That's how I make my
One of my
living.
ways. The other way is for you to buy plaster paint.
It's true.
So please go get yourself some plaster paint. You're not going to regret it. It's a phenomenal product. I'm not trying to talk you into buying something that's crap. It's legitimately
You better put on gloves.
good stuff. Okay, well that sandal is about bit the dust.
Well, I mix, like, this is just something I had that came from a house that I'm not going to use at my house to keep food in. When we clear out houses, I save that stuff and I'll just chuck it because I have yet to ever figure out how to clean resin out of something.
Well, if you use that what is it that I use to my measuring thing is, what is it? It's silicone. Do you use a silicone measuring thing?
Oh, it'll
Just
come
wipe
right
that
out. I did not know that.
And I have a silicone
I learned
stirrer.
something new. I just chuck it away.
Yeah, well, I used to do that too, but I got this silicone measuring cup.
And you don't rinse it. You just wipe it out.
You take baby wipes and just clean it all out. It comes
Throw
right
it
out.
away.
Throw it away. Good as
Take
gold.
off
Hi,
my
gal.
watch.
I'm not 100% silicone. Thank you, Brookie. I'm not 100% actually. I'm actually not feeling.
Pull
I'm
my
feeling a
hair
little.
up because you don't want blonde hair in resin.
Can I turn the fan on?
It's not good.
Will it affect it?
No, it will. If one falls in there, it dries.
The fan? Having a hot flash, people.
Oh, the fan, are you hot? You dying? I was hoping this had cups on it, but as we see, it does not. It's 14 cups. That is a lot. That is a lot.
So we need to find her some silicone measuring cups.
Yeah, I do.
You can get those at Hobby Lobby, but probably not for the size stuff you need.
Well, that's all right. I'm just going to.
Hi, Dolly. It's good stuff. Nothing sticks. Hi, Denise. Hello. All right. She's getting some stuff to mix it
Just
with.
getting a cup.
So that she has it, because it's 8 ounces. That way she knows.
Yeah.
So
8 ounces.
we're going to do these pours. So excited. Guys, they really turned out gorgeous. While we're waiting for that to happen, let me show you one more time the dresser Stephanie just finished. Is that not gorgeous?
So
that is a 6-piece
it's a
stencil, or
yes.
not stencil. It's a
Yes.
6-piece transfer on that dresser right there. Isn't that gorgeous? She did amazing. Okay, so she does have that stick stuff on there. Why do you do
I
that?
just do that just to make sure it stays good, you know, because you don't want to ever have resin that goes bad. So it comes A and a B. So you have your A, which is your resin, your clear resin, and then B is your hardener. Okay, so we're just gonna mix it all together. I mean, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, so I don't have to mix again.
Okay, so that's 8 ounces. Oh my gosh. And I can tell y'all that I can see there's a huge difference in the way that resin looks than what I use. That looks very thick and very different. It just looks different. I use Mark, what is it called? From Hobby Michaels. Mark Smart, I think is what it's called. Or something smart.
I'm just gonna do 3
Maker
cups
Smart or
and
something.
3 cups. That should be plenty. And this is a 1 to 3 minute stir. You just want to make sure you get it stirred up. And I just kind of, fold it in because, as you stir, you're going to make
bubbles.
Yeah.
And I just go to town like I know. I've got no sense.
Oh, yeah, because you don't do anything slow.
I don't do anything slow. What brand of resin does she use? She uses Stone Coat resin. Hi, Tracy. I'm late. Was filling
And
all.
they even have a top coat that you could put on resin if you don't like it shiny. Like later, you're like, I'm just over the shine. You can put this on it, and it will. It makes it a matte finish.
Wow,
isn't that crazy?
That is cool.
And it makes it basically what is that word? Indestructible. Like you won't scratch. But my whole thing is I don't want it dull. That's the reason I do resin. But I could see that if you were like doing restaurant tables, you know what I mean? Having them be a matte finish, and then you wouldn't have to worry about like if somebody took a knife to them. Woo, woo. Now this
thinner.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot thinner. I always put a teeny bit more hardener because I just want to make sure it's going to harden. Because if it doesn't harden, you're screwed, right? Can you say that without Facebook blocking us?
I think so. Good. I say a lot of things and don't get blocked nearly. It's crazy.
But you can't say the mushroom.
You can't say that, but you can say. I said the SHAT. I deleted that today though. Where do you buy it at? You can find it online. It is already linked on the Crafty Edge, right above you, Denise.
And then you're just gonna, you just want to get your two mixed together because that's what makes it the hardener and the resin. That's why they're separate. It's a 2-part. All resin. I don't know of any resin that's 1 part. And you can see it's starting to,
It's got ribbons, so you see that's indicative of most resins, I believe, is that it looks like a ribbon when you start to first mix it.
Right.
First mix it. So you just want to keep blending it together. She's not acting all crazy. I'd have just been up in there and getting it going. You're wasting your breath telling Beth to get rest.
This is true.
Oh, Blanca, get to Boston. I'm drinking water. Does that make anybody feel better?
I can't believe that.
I never drink water unless I'm sick.
I don't either. I mean, I drink water. Like I just had a big, large glass, but I'm like, if I'm sick, I don't drink any diet.
Beth Reed, why ain't you resting or wearing a mask?
Set me a 2-minute timer.
I should wear a mask. Resin kind of scares me, but one day I'll try it. It is so much fun.
Just start with something small. Small round top table if you want to do a table, or a canvas, or a tray. You can paint pour into a tray and then put your resin on top.
Yeah, and we just did that we paint poured after I left here last week, and I resined those canvases.
Yeah.
It turned out really pretty.
Yeah. And they're nice to put on walls or sell or whatever. I got Siri counting down for us.
I'm trying not to breathe too much of that in. I'm trying to stay over here where a mask might be hard for her to breathe. Yeah, it is hard for me to breathe with a mask on.
Yeah,
Stephanie had her flu shot. Everybody just relax. It's all fine. We had a whole conversation.
I had my flu shot. I had COVID.
And if I get her sick, it wouldn't be the first time.
It would not. That time we kept passing that one back at that one where we lost our
you
voices.
got that worse than I did, though.
God,
She could not kick that.
I couldn't. Well,
I
that's
couldn't
because
either. It took me forever to kick it, too.
I had COVID.
Oh.
And then I got that. And your immune system is poo. But ever since it is like 90 days. After that 90 days, I've been fine again. But I thought for that first 90 days, I was not going to ever be well again. I had strep twice, tonsillitis, upper respiratory, sinus infection, all from, once I hit COVID. I was like, I haven't had strep throat since I was a kid. And nobody in the house got it. I just didn't even understand it.
That's crazy.
I know, it just messes your immune
And
system.
if you have strep, you either have it or you don't have it.
I know.
Like people, or you can be a carrier for it and not ever have it.
Right.
It's weird.
That's what I figured. Somebody in the house must have been a carrier. My immune system just was.
Are they taking Diana there? I have not. Finally, she reads my comments. Do you need to stir? Who, Beth or me?
About 3 minutes.
Sorry, I thought this was my cousin.
About a 3-minute stir is really what you want to do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We just need to get this so we can get around this one. Oh, and we need to make
Oh, shit, talkie. What'd I do?
make sure they're level.
Sorry. Touching buttons. Touching buttons. Not supposed to touch buttons because we care and love her. Why we fuss over her.
You just want to make
She
sure
do
they're as
some
much.
to
I
us
mean, as
women.
level
Hello,
as they can
Brianna.
be.
No, I'm not running a
Your
fever.
resin is going to self-level. So if you're way off, like they're not, you know what I mean? Your resin could be a little lopsided. So I just always.
Look how she is Are y'all so proud? She measures and she levels and she does all those fun things. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That is not in my repertoire. I don't have that. I know, Nancy, I know you're so happy. Okay, so she's pouring over here. I didn't know she was gonna pour.
I'm just gonna pour it on, and then I'm just gonna make sure it gets everywhere.
Look at what she's doing with her hands. See, I did that the other night and it came out perfect. Look at that. The difference in what that does to the color, which was already beautiful, by the way.
Sorry, son. They just had a baby. I have a new granddaughter. Lorette.
Her brand new
Piper.
grandbaby. How much does she weigh?
She weighed 7'8". She was a little bigger than her last one because and I'm just gonna let that set a minute, and then we'll just make sure it's everywhere. Again, it's gonna self-level itself.
Oh shit.
I can't hit the broadside of a barn. Oh. So you just want to make sure it's everywhere. And if it's not everywhere, then we'll put it. But when we heat it, it's gonna move some anyway. But I just always use my hands with gloves. Everyone.
I love that. I use my hands with.
Cute.
I had gloves on the other night when I used hands. That's neat. So it doesn't have to have a lip around it. No, she done resin a few times at 100. I'm not running a fever. I've been not running a fever. We know anyone who has watched you knows you don't have time and is a little on the stubborn side. But yes, we love you anyway. I'm a little on the stubborn side. You're being so sweet. I'm a lot on the stubborn side.
I don't know who that is now. You did not tell me, so I don't know you. All right, so then you just want to make sure it's everywhere. Yep, just do it.
Yeah, I'm going to tell y'all, this is a much thicker resin than what I normally use.
You just want to make sure, especially on this one, it is on the edges because this one's got an edge where yours doesn't. And it'll still keep rolling over the edge, but you just want to make sure it's covered.
Guys, look at the difference. Is that it's like glass. Beth, I noticed you touch your face even though gloves on. Big no woman. I was trying. What is neat so it doesn't have to have a lip around it? No, it does not. She's done resin a few times. 100.
You can really mess resin up, but
yeah, I have done it more than a few times.
So with the art resin, I use a heat gun. With the stone coat countertop, I use a torch.
Okay, does that make sense? So with art, she uses a heat gun. With the stone countertop, she uses a torch.
Just a little portable torch.
A little torch, no biggie. Whoop! I don't want to get my torch. I'm going to take it upstairs.
And you just want to pop your bubbles. You don't want to get too close to it or you'll burn it. Okay, now I'm gonna do this one and that one's gonna set and then I'll go back and do that one. You just want to make sure you get it everywhere. I wish they could see. I mean, the bubbles just pop like.
It's crazy. Here, let me see if I can pull it closer. I don't know if you can tell, but like right, this side is no bubbles. This side is bubbly. It's kind of sucky. So it's just like it's insane. Like your son. See right here.
Is there none? There's the bubbles?
Yeah. There we go. There we go.
So then we're going to let it set a few minutes and then we'll do it again. And you're still going to see a bubble or two. That's okay. They will pop themselves. You just want to get the majority.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
I'm going to do the purple
We need
again.
to get to know what after here. Spreading the sass. I'm just trying. Bossy Blanket, we need to get you know what after you know who.
Heating it up makes it run or thinner.
Gosh, that's pretty. Guys, it's like glass. It's like glass. I mean, that literally looks like a marble countertop.
Let me get on this side. I'm going to put my back to them for a second. I think they can still see. If you get too close, you'll burn it.
So just be steady. Wow, look at that.
And then do the edge. That's the back edge. So and then I'll let them set probably 4 or 5 minutes and I'll do it one more time.
Guys, are those not just amazing? I love the colors. This won't scratch, says Geraldine. Hi, Robin.
I mean, just like wood, if you take a knife to it, it's going to scratch, but this is very hard. This is made to put on kitchen countertops. I mean, just like with your kitchen countertops, or if you had a wood table, you're not going to take a knife and cut with it on the table. You're going to use a cutting board. So they're very durable. It's just, you can't take knives to things. Because people think things are indestructible. When I paint it, can I scratch it?
Well, no.
Yes, I mean, if your kid takes a fork to your table and just runs it across, yeah, it's going to scratch.
So did the lady like the table?
She loved it. I'm going to show you what I normally do. So this is just a popsicle stick. And I just run it on the underneath side every hour on the hour for about 6 hours. I just set a timer, but it keeps it from pooling on that bottom. Got it too close right there. And with Beth, hers doesn't have a lip.
We already, yeah, so it's a non-issue. So
with
it's
hers.
going to drip, drip wherever it drips. That looks unbelievable. Just tiny little ones, but nothing
We'll do it
much.
one more time, but then it will pop them. You know what I mean? You may end up,
And that's
when
like
I do like those big tables, there's gonna be
a few.
imperfection somewhere on an edge or something. There's
You
just
just can't
no
stop
way. It was a 56 round with 3 12-inch leads. It was crazy. I almost
You
used a
made some
gallon of
big money.
I made some good money, but they're just, it's a lot. So, and then resin is more than likely it will be dried to the touch 24, 7 days full cure, 30 days. I wouldn't put anything like a 10-pound vase in the middle of your table because it still can be soft on your underneath side. So for 30 days, I just say you can use it. I just wouldn't set anything heavy on it. Does that make sense? Like where you just put it and leave it.
Right.
Like if you sat at the table to eat your dinner and most people pick up the plates, put them in the dishwasher, right?
Don't leave them there.
That's what I do.
That's what I do. Well, I don't put them in the dishwasher. Randall does that. But
Oh, Randall! So does Brad. But some people. So like here, I can see it's like a tiny little hair or something. And you're going to have a little bit of particles because...
do you just clean it like you normally do a table?
Yeah. Like Windex or whatever. Because there's particles in the air. Does that make sense?
Let me turn that fan off. That help.
So, you know what I mean? There may be a thing or two get in, but you can't normally see it.
And you can only do so much. It's not. There's no such thing as perfection.
There's particles in everything, in just the air.
I'm telling you, it is absolutely amazing. So are you going to sell this table? What are you going to do?
Probably. Put it off the floor. We'll see. And I don't know, but if you guys go to shows and sell artwork or crafts or whatever, something like this, like when I do a full 48-inch round, it gets people talking. They definitely stop by your booth.
So basically, it's a good eye catcher for your creations too. Yep. If you want to make your own table to take with you.
I mean, you could even
Hi,
on
Nora.
the underneath side, you can put your logo.
We are resining on the furniture. We're putting furniture. We're doing a special kind of resin on countertop resining our tables.
And then I just always eyeball it just to make sure.
It looks absolutely.
I don't see anything nutty.
Stunning. No, it looks perfect.
Turn off your gun so you don't leave your gas going.
Good advice.
And the tip is hot, so don't put it away until
it's cooled off.
So it's nice and cold.
She's probably saying that for my benefit.
No, I told you that one time that I did it with a heat gun, and Mom or one of us set it to the floor, and when I went down on my like this, I had flip flops on, so my feet were like this. That it burnt. A heat gun burnt the top of my foot so bad that I didn't even feel it. It was so burned.
Yeah. That's not good.
So bad.
Hello. Hi, Sharon Payne. How are you?
So this is what I would do.
This is what she does. Is she walks around with a popsicle stick if she was going to be here.
Yeah.
So she did cover it, so the resin probably won't stick too much to the bottom.
We'll see. I've never done that.
So she's not really sure how that's going to work out, how much sanding. So she'll give us all the deets on that next week. But y'all, we need ideas of what y'all want to see.
Yeah, next week. What do y'all
want to watch? So you don't have a way to make a stencil.
I do. Just like I did on your apron. You just weed all that out. And you can
Oh.
do a stencil that way. Why?
Oh no, I was thinking.
Like
So
a
you did that on your
plastic?
big Cricut, yeah, like a Cricut. So you can't print. You can't.
You just have to get that other. In there, like stencil cutting stuff.
I don't know. Do you think your machine could do it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we got to figure that out.
Because you can make it. You can make mine cut. Like it's got depths. So like when you're doing the iron-on, it's thicker because it has that plastic coating. So
if I was doing the plastic to do the stencil, so we might could make a stencil on that.
Yep. What do you want
Okay.
to make a stencil of?
My thing to put on my boards, but I just want to be able to paint it on
Oh, I gotcha.
instead of.
Yeah. We should be able to make
And
one.
I brought her the rub and buff, which she's like, we can do that with paint.
Hey,
I said, I know, but I want her to try the rub and buff. I know she probably won't, but
No,
I'll take them back if she doesn't. But I also brought her this, which I've been meaning to bring her, because y'all, I do love gold. They know, they know, and this is my favorite gold of all time. And it won't be exactly like this because it's probably patented and she can't copy it. But we're gonna get as close as we can, and this is gonna be our sassy gold if she can make it happen. And I'm leaving that here with the hopes and praise that I have another bottle at home.
Well, do you want me to just get some out?
Yeah, we
I'll
could
get
just pour some in
into
something.
a 1 ounce container.
Okay.
I'm just moving that just so it doesn't get on the bottom of the pan.
Isn't this just gorgeous? Now, I do want to show y'all. So this is what we did. The tables we did last week. We did a pour. Now, this is what Stephanie did.
Really not that much. We really judged pretty well.
Yeah.
But look, the floor isn't just like a flood.
No, it's amazing. Look over there. That is the dresser. Let me find my finger. I hate this.
Where's my finger?
Where's my hand? Right there is the dresser that Stephanie did. Isn't this amazing? This is amazing. Look at this.
It needs handles, but
It needs handles. It is six
six
panels.
Sheets. 6 sheets.
6 sheets of transferring. That is a huge transfer.
This size.
I'm going to go with a hard no, but I'm impressed that she did it.
This
5 days after fever, I can read. You can be contagious. Be careful. She's had a flu shot. It's okay, guys. You can order the stencil vinyl that can be cut to vinyl in a vinyl machine.
Okay.
Good to know.
So we just need to get some of that.
I'll just get it. I'll research it.
Stencil.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Stencil, yeah. I thought you could. Instead of
Because I need to make it for my turntable. I have Lazy Susans. And hi, Sandy. Question. When I paint on my China Hutch with plaster paint, do I need to sand the item first? You definitely need to clean it.
Gotta clean it. Is it slick?
Is it slick? She says, Cindy.
If it's not slick, just clean it and paint.
If it's not slick, just clean and paint.
That's all you have to do. But if it's slick, like if I was gonna paint this table once this resin dries, I would have to put something on it because it has nothing to grab. It has no grain. It has no nothing.
It's just complete. It's like glass.
Yeah, it is like glass.
No, it's not slick. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that's
Just clean
it, guys.
and paint.
We do need suggestions. Does anybody have any
Yes.
suggestions for what we can do next week?
Oh,
Anybody?
Lord, that is like thin.
It's like painting with butter.
It's just like this is the color though, but like without our metallics.
No, it's the color and it's
Woo! It's stinky too.
it does stink, but it's so good it doesn't matter. It's an oil based. You can't get it off your brush once you. Is that doable or no?
Could be. I just need pictures of the. You know what I mean?
You
Of
can
the
have some
bottle.
of that.
Well, I got it on a stick. That right there is all I need. Ooh, look how it's making the stick red.
Well, because you have to shake it up real good.
Oh. Let me do it again. Look, what's it just called? Liquid gold.
It's like gold leaf.
It's flammable. I try to stay away from stinky and flammable things to sell, just because, like literally everything but the paste wax you could eat.
I understand that,
I know.
but listen, the creators love the liquid gold leaf,
Okay.
so you're gonna it will
All right.
sell.
Okay.
It's thinking that one's red too at the bottom down there. It is
You
weird.
saw I shook.
You
Let
did
me
shook
take
it.
pictures. You take pictures.
You can. I mean, if you want to
No,
pour
I'm
that
good.
into another thing for me, then
No,
you can
no.
keep the bottle.
I'm good.
I probably have another one. I usually don't let myself get low. Stephanie, make us some non-sticky, not oil. Wanda says it's impossible. It cannot be.
What?
That paint cannot be that good and not stink and not be oily. Question: has she ever reglazed a bathtub? You can do it.
You can do it. I've done it.
She's done it. And you can do it.
Be clean, dry. Then you have to new surface, let that dry, a day or so, and then I would use.
Where did the excess go of what? Does Stephanie have a video doing Dolly or Elvis as Jana?
We did one on Craft Around the Clock where we started one, but if we can figure out who I can do next, I'll do that.
Yeah, y'all decide who we're gonna do. They want Johnny Cash.
Okay, I just gotta find a dresser because I have to. It's gotta be, dressers. I can't have all these waves in them. It's too much. You need some flat
pink dresser, but it's not that kind. It's short and it's got bevels. She would cuss us. The resin went down.
It's on the floor.
A faux brick mantle.
She has a faux brick
mantle? No,
she
wants us to paint a faux brick mantle.
Does it have to be faux?
Well, I mean, she wants it to look like a brick mantle.
Oh,
do you see it's on the floor? But there's not very much because she measured it.
You want a wall to look like brick.
Is that what you're saying, Rebecca? You want us to paint something to look like brick?
You can paint brick with plaster and don't have to even seal it.
Oh. Well, she wants to see it look like it, to maybe paint a wall to look like that.
Yep, there's a stencil.
Faux brick mantle. So you want us to paint something to look, yes, basically, she said.
Have you,
or Michael Jackson.
IoD,
I thought my oldest brother, stubborn,
IoD has a brick.
Stubbornness. What paint to use for glass? Sandy, you need to use new surface for anything slick, glass, metal, wood that's slick, anything that doesn't have a texture to adhere and for the paint to attach to. You got to do new surface, and you really want to make sure that you are letting that dry too.
So IoD has a stencil. They're those rubbery, thick stencils that you bray on, and that will make it look like a brick wall. I did my front wall when you first walk into the store. They also have this one, which it looks like wood, even has little knots that you can add. And it literally, doesn't it? It looks like I put wood on the wall, even though I didn't.
I thought you did.
It's paint.
Okay, so
these are IoD.
What is that? What did you just call bray? What does that mean?
So you have, somebody took mine, and I haven't got another one. I loaned it out, and then I made them pay for it because I never brought it back. It's like a tool, almost like
it's kind of like a,
similar to this, but they're not this big, right? So it's a plastic, and it's got I don't know, it's a plastic deal, and you just bray it on, right? So you put your thing in paint and you bray it on.
And then you put it on whatever you want to do it on.
You just put it down, and you just want to, when you put it down, you want to just like use your fingertips. If you push too hard, you're going to slide. So when you lay it down, you just want to pat gently, like with your fingertips, like.
So this is IoD.
Yes.
And she doesn't sell IoD, so.
Somebody's too close to me.
Somebody sells it too close, and they won't let her sell it.
No, but I have one of my Lisa Lewis and Magnificent Obsessions in Lubbock, a great retailer for us. That's where I buy mine. When I'm ready, I just tell her what I want, and she sends it to me. I mean, I pay for it, of course.
Stephanie's losing weight. Yes, she's lost a ton of weight.
I'm about done.
She keeps saying that, but I don't believe her.
No,
maybe
I'm
you could do that next week.
Now.
She's on maintenance now. And yeah, maybe we could paint some bricks. Paint something to look like a brick.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
We could just paint one of these walls in here. This one, so I did not do this.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's awful.
But we could paint around your door.
Yeah, we could.
I mean, why not?
But you can paint brick, like your brick fireplace. And it really makes a big difference, especially if it's, you know, you're trying to go to that more modern look, and you have that red or brown brick, you can take it and lighten it up with, you know, a really simple white, and it really makes a huge difference. Like if you go to the Plaster Paint page, just type in fireplace and it'll come up.
I know. I would like to do a German smear on one of mine. On my one, not the one in the study, but the one in the living room. I hate the brick in there.
Because it really does make a big difference.
Thank you. I really enjoyed watching both of you. Thank you.
Thank
Paint
you.
actual brick. What will you use? Paint actual brick? What will you use? We're not going to, well, if you paint actual brick,
Plaster Paint.
It's plaster paint. You just do, it's like a German smear.
I'll see if I can get, let me see what I can do.
Let me see if I can talk Randall into it, and we could do it at my house. We could do my fireplace.
If not, I'll just get some bricks and figure out how.
I have bricks at home too. I can bring
You
some.
do? Okay.
So we could just show them. I could bring 4 or 5, and we could show them. We'll figure it out. So that's a good idea. But keep the ideas coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, German smear looks really pretty. All right, peeps. I hope you learned a thing or two and enjoyed it. Make sure you're sharing. Make sure you're following and doing all the things. I'll see y'all tonight at 10. Don't get too, not very long. We're not going to go long term here. We're short terming it.
Good.
I think stones on a wall looks better than bricks. Thanks so much. I learned so much from you too. Oh, we love you guys. I hope you have a fabulous night. I'll see you guys after a while. And Stephanie and I will show you what this looks like next week.
Once we get the legs
I'm going to go rest. I promise. But before I do anything, I got to go get some paint. I'm out of gold. I'm out of liquid wax matte, which is not ever going to happen.
Oh.
What diet is Stephanie on? I don't know. You have to talk to Stephanie about that.
It's just like a keto. It's just low carb keto kind of a thing, but it's you don't want, a lot of them, like you can eat like pounds of bacon and stuff like that. On this one, it's lean meats, no dairy, no carbs, no bread, sugars. So I did that. Now I'm weaning myself back to start bringing those foods back into my life, but we'll see. I just don't want to gain weight back again. So, because it was torture. Well, you know what I mean.
I can't imagine.
It's torture.
It was bad anyway.
It was torture.
I don't get it.
All right, ladies. Adios. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.
I need.
You have to hit it twice, don't you? And